Look around any classroom today and you will find generative AI. Teachers are using it, students are using it. But the question every district must answer is whether their school is using AI safely. Educators face escalating administrative requirements. Between grading dozens of assessments, drafting emails to parents, and aligning curriculum, the hours required simply exceed the school day. To manage this workload, educators have turned to tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini. They use these platforms to draft lesson plans, summarize dense reports, and outline rubrics, turning hours of administrative work into minutes. This technological adoption happened rapidly. It bypassed standard procurement processes, outpacing the ability of school districts to establish oversight or provide authorized, secure tools. When institutions are slow to provide official solutions to operational problems, a vacuum of governance forms. Teachers and administrators naturally filled that vacuum. They began signing up for the free consumer tiers of generative AI platforms, registering with their personal credentials to get the job done. In the cybersecurity world, this is known as shadow IT. It refers to the unauthorized, unmanaged use of software by employees operating on institutional networks. This is rarely malicious. These are professionals seeking efficiency. But by bringing consumer-grade applications into the educational environment, they inadvertently bypass digital safeguards. The result is that schools now have a massive, invisible network of sensitive educational information living outside their jurisdiction, hosted on third-party servers. To understand the security threat, we must examine what physically happens to student information the moment a teacher hits enter on a personal AI prompt. Consider a common scenario. An educator copies a struggling student's essay into a free AI tool to quickly generate a custom grading rubric. That essay contains the student's name and specific personal anecdotes. Instantly, the information leaves the school's secured network, transmitting directly into the AI company's public cloud. Free tiers rely on this input to continuously train their models. The student's identifiable details are broken down and permanently embedded into the system's mathematical weights. The data is now part of the model's weights. It cannot be recalled, deleted, or isolated. This one-way data flow puts educational institutions in direct violation of privacy laws, including FERPA in the United States and the GDPR in Europe. The terms of service for personal AI accounts lack the enterprise legal wrappers required to handle protected student data. They are designed for consumers, reserving the right to use inputs for future model training. Beyond data privacy, administrators face secondary cybersecurity risks. If an educator uses a consumer AI to organize sensitive spreadsheets, like individualized education programs, AI hallucinations can introduce fabricated data into official legal records. There is also a breakdown of academic integrity. Without institutional boundaries defining acceptable use, the line between responsible AI assistance and the outsourcing of critical thought becomes unclear. Faced with these severe legal and academic liabilities, the instinctive reaction from many school boards is to attempt a total ban of AI tools across their networks. But a technological blockade is impossible to enforce when anyone with a smartphone has cellular access. Prohibition only drives shadow IT deeper underground. The only viable solution is a systemic upgrade. Institutional safety relies on structural governance rather than network-wide blocks. A closed-loop system is an enterprise-grade AI architecture designed for institutional security. Its fundamental rule is data isolation. Information entered is walled off. Providers cannot use institutional inputs to train public models. This temporary processing guarantees compliance with privacy laws. The data does its job, then ceases to exist. Risk is a function of the platform's terms, not the technology's existence. Shifting to an institutional platform provides the legal and technical barriers that consumer-grade tools lack. To reclaim their digital perimeter, IT directors and school principals must implement a practical three-step roadmap. Step 1. Deploy secure, approved AI platforms. This creates a safe sandbox where educators can work efficiently without fear of leaking confidential information. Step 2. Establish strict written AI governance policies. These documents must explicitly define what types of sensitive data, like medical records or disciplinary files, can never be uploaded to any system, approved or not. Step 3. Implement mandatory digital literacy and secure workflow training. Teachers need practical guidance on how to use AI responsibly for lesson planning and assessment. AI provides the ability to scale personalized learning to every student in a district. This capability is only an asset if it functions without compromising the confidentiality of the students it serves. Success depends on moving from unmanaged adoption to secure, intentional integration.